My son skipped 67 days of school and I couldn't be mad. The principal's email came while I was at my second job, grease burning my arms as I pulled another basket from the fryer. Mrs. Hayes, this is urgent. Dylan has missed 67 days this semester. One more absence and he'll be expelled. We need to discuss his future immediately. I told my manager I had a family emergency and rushed out, still wearing my uniform that reeked of onion rings and desperation. My husband Tom had been laid off from his engineering firm 4 months ago. His decade of experience meant nothing in this economy. We were drowning in bills, 5 months behind on rent, and now our son was throwing away the only chance this family had at something better. When I burst into Principal Morrison's office, Dylan was sitting in the leather chair with his laptop bag clutched against his chest. Dark circles shadowed his eyes and he looked exhausted. But instead of hanging his head in shame like I expected, he sat straight with his jaw set, staring right back at me. Mrs. Hayes, thank you for coming. Morrison's voice carried 20 years of disappointment. 67 days, Dylan. He let the number hang in the air. MIT was watching you. Their summer program specifically requested your transcript last month. Dylan didn't say a word. Security found you in the third floor bathroom. Morrison pulled out a folder. Photos spilling across his desk. 12 times this month alone. The janitor says you're in there for hours. Dylan still said nothing. What could possibly be worth destroying your future? But before Dylan could answer, I was already dragging him out of that office. My fury too volcanic to contain in front of the principal. The drive home was silent except for my ragged breathing and the rattle of our dying Honda. Tom was waiting in the kitchen, still wearing his interview suit from his 4th rejection this week. The only suit he hadn't sold yet. How many days? 67. I watched my husband's face transform. White to red to something beyond color, beyond rage. 67 days. His fist connected with our kitchen table, making the stack of overdue bills jump and scatter. The eviction notice landed face up. Bold red letters screaming, final notice. Your mother's feet are so swollen she can barely walk. Tom's voice cracked like a teenager's. She wraps them in plastic bags filled with ice every night. I sold my father's watch, the one he gave me when I graduated, and you're hiding in bathrooms? It's not what you think. Dylan's voice came out whispered, broken. We know about the Roblox. I screamed, surprising myself with a venom. The credit card statement. Roblox premium. Every single month. Dylan flinched like I'd slapped him. While I water down dish soap to make it last. While we eat rice for the 10th day straight. While your father stands in food bank lines with a master's degree. You're playing games in a bathroom stall like some kind of addict. The shame I expected to see finally flickered across Dylan's face, but it was followed by something else. Resolution. I wasn't playing games. I was working. Tom's laugh came out cruel and sharp. The sound of a man who'd given up. Working? You're 16. What work happens in a bathroom? Making virtual clothes for a children's game isn't work, Dylan. Each word tasted bitter. We needed you to be our way out. To be better than us. Dylan opened his Chromebook with trembling fingers. The one the school lent to less fortunate families. Let me show you something, please. I don't want to see your game. But Dylan cut me off, his voice suddenly strong. I heard you crying, Mom. The room went still. 3 months ago. It was 2 a.m. You were in the kitchen, and you told Dad we had 6 months before they could legally evict us. You said, his voice caught. You said you didn't know how to tell me we'd be homeless by graduation. Tom sank into a chair. You heard that? I heard Dad say his unemployment ran out. I heard you say your boss cut you to 20 hours. I heard you both decide to skip dinner so I could eat breakfast. Dylan turned his Chromebook screen toward us. This is Blender. It's 3D modeling software. It runs really slow on this thing, but it gets the job done. These are called UGC items, user-generated content. Every morning, I'd go to homeroom so they wouldn't mark me absent for the day. Then I'd take my laptop to the 3rd floor bathroom, the broken one nobody uses. He clicked through files, showing us impossibly detailed wings that seemed to glow, swords that pulsed with digital fire, halos that sparkled with particles I didn't understand. 8 to 10 hours, every single day. Modeling, texturing, scripting, uploading, praying something would sell. Virtual items can't pay real rent, Tom said, but his voice had lost its edge. My cosmic wings sold 40,000 copies. Dylan, please stop pretending. He switched screens. The page showed DevX pending payout $8,347. Nobody moved, nobody breathed. That's real money? My whisper barely existed. All I need is the bank routing number. $8,000. It'll transfer in 48 hours. 6 months of back rent. Tom's hands shook as he stared at the screen. This impossible number that meant we wouldn't be homeless. You gave up MIT for us? You gave up everything for me first, Dylan said simply. I pulled my son into my arms while Tom wrapped himself around both of us. Through tears, Tom's voice was firm. No more bathrooms, no more skipping. We're the parents, you're the kid. You're going back to school tomorrow and every day after that.